Welcome to Vsb News Online for Thursday, April 23rd. I'm Charles Webb. The race to get the dockyard prepared in time for the May 1st America's Cup deadline is going to be met. The news was again given to Public Accounts Committee this afternoon when they delved into the government's granting of millions of dollars to the effort. Brian Darby was there and files this report.
Concern has been raised by the bipartisan Public Accounts Committee that grants totaling close to $7 million have been made by the Ministry of Economic Development to the ACBDA entity that is preparing dockyard for the America's Cup without financial instructions being in place. The relevance being that BCM McAlpine, whose president Alan Berland sat on the original bid team, was able to be awarded the management of the dockyard development contract without having to go through a bidding process. The ministry's permanent secretary William Francis argued today that financial instructions were in the process of being drafted by the ACBDA along the same lines of governments, and that they would meet extremely tight deadlines imposed by the award documents. There had to be no time to go through normal bidding procedures. As it was, he said, 53 contracts had been awarded to subcontractors worth $600,000. The only turbulent moment in today's hearing at the House of Assembly came when the opposition members protested the Premier's continued refusal to allow the committee to meet in the Senate chamber in the Cabinet building, which has recording equipment, microphones and a public gallery. Brian Darby reporting for Vsb News.
Police are investigating a stabbing incident in Smiths Parish which left a man in the King Edward Hospital. The incident occurred this morning at a home in Cloverdale Drive near the Collector's Hill Apothecary. The victim, a 54-year-old man, is being treated for a serious arm injury and injuries to his lower extremities, although they are not believed to be life-threatening. As the investigation continues, police are appealing for any information that may have a bearing on the case. The hidden talents of seniors living with dementia are on display at the Bermuda Society of Arts in an eclectic exhibition aptly entitled Hidden Talents. Kendra Earls, an art instructor who runs Create to Connect, a program for seniors, said that most of the hidden talents exhibitors had no previous art experience. Gallery director Anzinga Ming says the exhibition, which closes next Wednesday, is creating quite a buzz.
I've worked with these clients for maybe a little over a year. And in time, some of them do get better. Depending on their condition, it might get worse, but it just, it all depends. But it's all about the present moment with them and just creating.
Would you say that this is therapeutic?
Very therapeutic. They find it's a great space for them to relax in. They're able to just let go of any maybe tension, stress that they may have, and it's just a great space for them to be, relaxing and creative.
No, they're creating. What about communicating?
Oh, that as well. So a lot of times they're inspired by each other as well. They might see what their other counterparts are doing, and they might, be inspired by what they're doing. We speak, we talk as well in groups. Just good. And it's a very communal environment where, people feel uplifted with each other. There's a space where we have something, there's people who have things in common and a way to talk about things. So it's a great environment.
Now, they say that dementia has to do with age. What is sort of age bracket of these people?
A lot of my clients, I would say, depends. I'm not really sure about their age particularly. I don't usually get that information, but I would say from about 65 and up.
Well, as soon as visitors come in, we kind of give them a briefing of what's going on in the gallery for the upcoming exhibition. And whenever we get to this gallery in particular, everyone's like, oh, wait, wow, really? That's something I've never heard of. And to see it on display, the display is beautiful, it's unique, it's been great.
There was nothing normal about the presentation of Bermuda Cablevision's Community Service Award to Patricia Brown this morning. First, she left her 6-bed to attend. Second, she had not one but 2 government ministers on hand to congratulate her. Third, she was the first Cablevision employee to win the award. And finally, she was the first recipient to turn around after receiving a $1,000 check and hand it directly to the charity of her choice, the Salvation Army. She won the award for giving 22 years of dedication to the King Edward Hospital as a Pink Lady and for her work with the Salvation Army Suit Ministry. We heard from Ms. Brown and from the two ministers, Patricia Gordon-Pamplin and Jeannie Atherton.
I got out of my sick bay at 2:10. I've been off sick for 2 weeks. But I just want to thank Cablevision. I'm a bit emotional. You know, I'm not in the public eye. I don't like being out front. But I just want to thank Cablevision for this award. And what I do it quietly, and I'm humbled for this award. You know, I was brought up by parents that taught me to take care of my needs, and my wants will follow, and that it's better to give than to receive. So I give of myself freely. I don't expect anything in return. If I can make somebody happy, bring a smile to somebody's face, or just for someone simply to say thank you, that's all the recognition I need.
You serve as an example to all others who might wonder, how can I help? How can I contribute? I think that you've shown by your example that you can help in little ways and big ways, because the little things that really matter. You ensure that people are not going hungry. These are things that obviously is foreign to our community, that people should be unable to eat. But you have taken the opportunity to ensure that that challenge has been overcome.
We recognize that in Bermuda, lots of people do things so unassumingly, and they don't want to be recognized, but they need to be recognized, because you epitomize all those persons out there who are doing the things not to be recognized, but because they care about their fellow Bermudians. And we want to say to you today, keep up the good work. I must admit, 22 years at the hospital, the Pink Ladies, is very significant. And also to be doing the things with the Salvation Army is equally important.
And we'll be back with more news right after this.
In an effort to make Bermuda's roads safer, and in partnership with Bermuda Police Service and the Bermuda Road Safety Council, DeFon's Broadcasting is launching a safe driving campaign. Complete with thumb bands, come into DeFon's Broadcasting and 94 Reed Street and make the commitment to drive safer and slower for yourself. Your voice could be featured on the radio. Get yourself a thumb band as a reminder of your commitment to drive safer and with fewer distractions. While you're at it, why not get one for someone in your life who also needs a reminder that our roads do not discriminate. They can take anyone's life. Let's drive safe, Bermuda, and arrive alive. Peace and love. Safe journeys.
The audience at yesterday evening's Bermuda National Trust Earth Day Video Contest Awards were treated to the screening of all 10 of the videos, and by and large, every one of the 35 students involved earned a prize for making such an effort. The videos will all be shown in due course on CITV, but until then, here's the video that caught our attention, entitled Brothers Doing Their Part, and featuring Miles and Mason Utterbridge of Summersfield Academy.
Hi, my name is Miles, and this is my brother Mason. We love the earth and we want to keep it clean, so we make Earth Day every day. We do our part by we grow our own vegetables. We take trash-free lunches to school. Look at all this stinky trash. We save water by turning off the taps. We save power by turning off the lights. We don't throw away our toys, we donate them. He plans to plant a tree every year. We love playing outdoors, especially in trees. If we take care of the earth will take care of us.
A memorandum of understanding has been signed between the Department of Health and the Bermuda Hospitals Board to ensure that biohazardous and pharmaceutical waste is managed effectively and safely. With around 350,000 pounds of such waste being generated by the BHB and significant amounts also generated by medical and dental practices, laboratories, veterinarians, pharmacies, police, tattoo parlors, and visiting ships, it was felt it was time to investigate an official regulation regarding how waste should be managed and transported. This task will now rest with the Department of Health, while the BHB is recognized as the national coordinator for the disposal of biochemical and pharmaceutical waste. The thought of having to spend 30 years researching one book may not appeal to many, but Bermuda has been lucky enough to inspire a North Carolina marine archaeologist to do just that. Dr. Gordon Payne Watts and his students are responsible for the book Shipwreck, Bermuda's Maritime Heritage, which is causing a stir these days. We asked Dr. Edward Harris how his maritime museum could afford to produce the book.
Well, in this case, when Dr. Watts was a professor at East Carolina University, he brought his field schools students with him, which are paid for by the university. So a tremendous amount of our archaeological and historical work has been done in this manner, where students need the work, we need the research done. It's a very equitable economic arrangement, but Bermuda gets all of the information and artifacts out of it at the end of the day.
I don't suppose there's another island in the world that's got that kind of a collection in a book.
I would say probably not. I think this is actually going to be a very significant book for the shipwreck world, because it covers 4 centuries plus of ships wrecked at Bermuda. For example, we now know clearly there were 12 vessels wrecked here before the Sea Venture, so before 1609. And it goes on from there right up into modern times. And as you may remember, I mean, they were taken off the wrecks, but we had ships wrecking here 15 years ago, whatever it was, with the Tifoso and others. So it is still a dangerous place if you're not paying attention and you're not listening to the Bermuda Harbor radio's radar and things to keep clear.
Yeah. But it's our history, isn't it? It's our history, and our young people can now hold it.
Oh, very much so, and particularly one must appreciate the revolution that took place in Bermuda in sailing technology with the invention of the Bermuda rig before 1674. This was the greatest invention in sailing technology after the European square rigger. And as I tell any Bermudians who like to listen, anywhere you go in the world and you see a yacht in the harbor with a fore and aft rig, that's the Bermuda rig invented here by Bermudians. And as it was the greatest invention in power technology for shipping after the European square rigger. So we start with that sort of tremendous baseline. And in addition, our Bermuda sloops made out of the Bermuda cedar were the fastest ships afloat in the 18th century. So we have a tremendous amount to be proud of, but also, again, it's an international business. Shipping by its nature is an international business, connecting all the countries of the world via the great oceans.
And now we turn to Earl Baisden with the latest from the sports desk.
The Randall and Quilter Legends of Squash event got underway at the Bermuda Squash Rackets Association Club last evening. The opening match saw the defending champion David Palmer defeat Bermuda's own Nick Kime 11-4, 11-8. The second game of the night needed 3 games to decide a winner. Thierry Linku came from behind to defeat John White 9-11, 14-12, 11-7. Lee Beecher won the third game of the evening 11-8, 11-8 over Mark Kalner, and Peter Nickel won the final match of the evening, defeating Jonathan Power 11-6, 13-11. Action continues tonight at the Squash and Rackets Association Club. Orco Team USA took its maiden sail on the waters of the Great Sound yesterday, with the team training on 2 foiling Phantom boats. Kyle Langford, Graham Spence, Joey Newton, and Andrew Campbell were the first sailors on the defending champion team to test the local conditions. Orco Team USA has moved its operation to Bermuda and will be training out of its new base at Dockyard in the lead-up to the America's Cup World Series in Portsmouth come July. Meanwhile, the 2015 Wednesday night sailing series got underway in the Hamilton Harbor last evening. Close to 30 boats went to the start line for the unique spectacle that has been going on for a number of years. The 2015 Kitty Michael Ladies Golf Tournament got underway at the Port Royal Golf Course yesterday, with the team from Toronto leading after day one with a score of 266. Montreal are in second with a score of 268, while Trinidad are in third with a score of 269. The defending champions Bermuda are one spot back with a score of 270. Ocean Reef Club are the net leaderboard leaders with a score of 228. Toronto are in second with a score of 229, while Jamaica and Puerto Rico are tied for third with a score of 230 each. Stephen Bremer was crowned a double champion as the Bermuda Snooker Open singles and doubles finals took place inside a Queen's Club last evening. First in the doubles final, the defending champions, Bremer and Zane De Silva, defeated Ed Gomes and Chris Dakin. De Silva and Bremer won the first game 70-16. They won the second game 54-35. Gomes and Dakin then won game 3 45-31, but De Silva and Bremer closed out the match, winning the fourth game 41-34. In the singles final, the Bermuda Open defending champion Bremer was going up against Richard Beale. Bremer won the first game 73-34. He won the second game 67-1. Beale won the third game 50-37, but Bremer would rebound and win the fourth game 67-46. Bremer would then close out the match, winning the title in the fifth game 70-10. The Bermuda Olympic Association announced that Carlos Lee has been named chef de mission for the Bermuda team that will attend the 2015 Pan American Games in Toronto, Canada from July 10th through to the 26th. Established back in 1951, the Pan American Games are the world's third largest international multi-sport festival after the Olympics and Asian Games. The Pan Am and Para-Pan Am Games are held every 4 years. Athletes from 41 member nations of the Pan American Sports Organizations, which make up PASO, compete. Bruce DeGrilla and Kyle Webb represented Central Arizona at the 2015 Massa Track and Field Classic. DeGrilla competed in the men's long jump, where he finished second with a top leap of 7.04 meters. DeGrilla recorded a leap of 6.82 meters on his first attempt before leaping 6.75 on his second attempt. DeGrilla's top leap came on his third attempt before leaping 6.91 meters on his fourth and 6.90 on his fifth. He recorded a leap of 6.07 meters on his sixth and final attempt. Webb competed in the men's 400 meter, where he finished third in Heat 3, and he finished third overall with a time of 48.12. Webb ran the second leg for the Central Arizona men's 4x100 meter relay team that crossed the line first in a time of 40.18. Jonte Smith could not repeat his debut performance for Foy FC in their NM Cuppen match, going down 5-4 on kicks from the penalty mark after ending regulation time locked at 1-1 with Vingbrat. The Minnesota North Stars are the 2015 Bermuda Bowl hockey champions following their 8-3 win in Game 3 over the California Golden Seals. The North Stars rebounded from their Game 2 loss and defeated the Gold Seals to lift the trophy at the PCC hockey rink on Friday evening. Ed Sweeney scored 4 goals to lead the Minnesota North Stars to victory. They also got 2 goals from Corey Collette and single strikes from Adam Mattal and Mark Waddington. The California Golden Seals got single strikes from Adam Chivas, Dave Gazard, and Ched Conliffe. 3 pitchers baffled the Orioles and teamed up to throw a no-hitter for the Cubs in an 8-1 victory in a 4-inning rain-shortened game in Cal Ripken baseball action on Saturday. Giannis Roberts, Peter Komposh, and Sam Resnick teamed up to stifle the Orioles, striking out 7 while walking 6. Roberts had an impressive outing against the Orioles lineup as he held the Orioles hitless over 2 innings, allowing no earned runs, walked 3, and struck out 4. An RBI single by Resnick, driving in Kalen Painter in the first inning, helped the Cubs get on board early. In the third inning, an RBI by Painter and another by Resnick in the third helped the Cubs put some distance between them and the Orioles. I'm Earl Baston reporting for VSB Sports.
Looking at the weather for Friday, April the 24th, there will be sunny periods with a few showers, mainly early and late. Winds will be northwesterly, moderate to strong, increasing westerly and strong by evening. We're expecting a high near 73 and a low near 66. This weather forecast is the courtesy of the Bermuda Weather Service. Thanks for watching VSB News Online for Thursday, April the 23rd. I'm Charles Webb.